Yo, check. Let's see some waves. Turn these up real quick.
Check. Yeah. Oh shit! You almost dropped your brew.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's not even open though.
That's not open yet.
Nice. Mic don't sound right. Ali, get it right. You guys remember that or not?
Who's that?
Kendrick? Early Kendrick.
Off Section 80 or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, he would always say
Check.
that.
Check.
What's up?
This is the awkward part now, just like setting up,
Oh, no worries.
I get awkward too, man. So don't even Shit.
Yeah, I know. That's what I told. That's what I was telling him too.
Yeah, man. I'm a shy guy too, brother. Like, it's just fucking.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
We're all shy guys here, and
It takes a lot, dog, for me to do this.
Awkward guys in one room,
It's weird because Tony Slums said that me and him are the most out talkative, and everybody that meets me says that I have a lot of energy and shit like that. But I don't feel it. Like, I don't feel it inside and shit. Like, I'm always like in my own like fucking don't touch me and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, type shit. Like, anxiety type thing.
Before I met you too, before I actually met you, like,
right.
Or like I don't really know you like that, but before that whole interview at Abel's and stuff,
right?
I thought you were like that too, like really outgoing and shit like that. But then that day I saw that you're kind of like the same, kind of awkward.
Yeah, man, I am awkward. That's
I was like, cool. Like, I relate,
That's the right way to put it is awkward. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because it's hard to maintain like what people expect.
Right.
If that's what the right thing to say?
Yeah.
Or what they expect out of as a person, you know what I mean? Not knowing like we are shy. Like, there's shy people out there. We're fucking
right.
And we're always in our bubble. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
We
live inside our heads.
That's
what it is.
That's the best way to put it, is that we live inside our heads.
Yeah.
Because we really do. We really fucking do. All right, man. We ready to get started?
Let's
I've been
do
going.
it.
What's up? Welcome to the show. I've been recording already.
Dope.
Yeah. Get comfortable. Get us comfortable. Yeah. All right. Welcome to the show.
Listen up a bit.
Yeah. Check. All right. Youngmanners. Welcome to the I podcast, dude. Woo! It's like 5 a.m. Yeah.
Been a long time coming.
Yeah, dude, for real. But you're here though. We're here and we're finally. It's fucking. What you been up to, man? How's your day? How's your day going today?
It's been good, man. Just really chill,
Nice.
Saturday.
You had a show today, right? You had another show.
Well, there's the film festival going on right now too, but I didn't really go to that one, but I was there yesterday. It was like the little opening.
Right.
But
your art set up over there?
Yeah. There's a little gallery going on, and I was a featured artist. It was really cool. I got to meet like a lot of other people there. It was dope. Yeah.
Before we get started, before we get started the interview, I'm here at Woaa. How do they say? Woaa.
Yeah.
We're at the studio. Woaa. Thanks for having us too. You know what I mean? For hosting the podcast. We're here in the studio, and Youngmanners is here. Is where you do a lot of work here?
I come here and this is where we collaborate with the film. We record here every now and then too, and all that.
Right. You do a lot of film with Woaa too, right?
Yeah.
Recently.
He's the mastermind behind all that,
Right. And that's cute. Like, how'd you guys link up? Through
one of the homies. Actually, you met him last time at fucking Abel's.
Right.
What's his name? That's Chicano.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like he's the one that linked me up, and him and I, like, we go way back since like super young. We were neighbors at one point.
That's Chicano.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one time he invited me over, like to this spot actually, and that's when I met him. And when I got here, like, we recorded a track, and we just kind of like, that's where from there, it's all history.
Right.
We got like mad work together and all that.
Like I said, it's been a long time coming. I've been wanting to have you on the podcast since back in the day.
Yeah, man.
I think since like 2015, maybe 16. Like, when I first
15 about there. Since like the I Fest and all that.
Right. You were going to the show. That's where I met you, I believe.
Yeah. I actually that was my first time ever performing there.
You performed?
Yeah. Like I did a familial set.
Right.
He let me do a song. I only did one song, and I even like I fucked up too, because I didn't fuck up, but the beat cut off, and then but yeah, like that was my first time ever performing, and that was like, like it was dope though, like just being there, and Yeah, that's when I like first met you.
All right. Was
Yeah.
that? Would you say that's when you? When did you get started? When did you start doing like as far as like getting your creativity out there? Young Manners itself.
Youngmanners?
Yeah.
Probably like fuck. What year did you come back?
2 years.
Ago? Yeah, about 2 years ago. Then yeah, it was like 2016 actually.
Oh, so recently.
Yeah.
Recently?
That's when because before that I was like when after the I8 Fest.
Right.
What year was that when you had that?
So the IFS ran from 2014 to 2016. The IFS or
Yeah,
the I podcast. The house. The house.
the fest, the
Oh,
like
the
actual
festival.
fest.
The actual fest was June 6, 2015.
Okay, so it was right after that. I ended up moving to San Diego.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I stayed up there for like about a year.
Right.
And then my girl and I, we had our daughter,
Okay.
and we moved back because it was kind of crazy out there.
Right.
We were living in one room, like just one room, no restroom or anything, and we're paying like $500 for just one room.
Right.
And we're like, man, like we barely fit here, so we need to go back, and kind of get ourselves together since we're gonna have since we already had our daughter.
Right.
And when I came back, just I just this is what happened.
Yeah. And that was more like, was that more of like a drive for you to work harder?
Oh man, that's my drive. That's
Yeah.
what keeps me going.
Right. Having your little girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. And I know you relate. You
Right.
have man.
Of course, like that's why, like I respect you with the have a kid. You have a kid. It's like, man, we're just talking about it before the mics turn on. Is how
Yeah,
important
man,
that is,
man.
Yeah. And so you moved out, and then came back.
Yeah.
Have you always had Young Manners? in
Actually,
mind?
no. It was it happened because I met an artist out in San Diego while I was staying there, and he asked me for my Instagram page, like because he was I asked him like, oh, like he asked to follow me, and at that time my homies would call me Youngman. Well, they still do,
Right.
and my page at the time was called FuckYoungman, and I was kind of embarrassed to give it to him. So like I spelled it out, I was like FUCK, like I just spelled it out because I didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, FuckYoungman, okay. And then he just like typed it up, but that same night, like my girl and I, like we went home, and we were in the room, and I was like, man, I hate that Instagram handle, like I hate that name. I gotta switch it up, something more legit. And I was there like the whole night just sitting there, and then I tried writing it as Youngman, but it was taken. And then I clicked because I remember coming down, and then Abel, like one time, I think it was Emilio was like, "Well, Youngman's here," and he was like, "Who? Youngman? Youngmanners?" Kind of like joking about it. And then I remembered that he said that, so I was like, "Oh, like I tried that, and it was free, so like I just used it."
Yeah.
And when I came back, like the little art walks, nights on Main Street were going on.
Right.
I mean, before I moved out, like it was going on already, like the Brawley's First Fridays and all that. So when I came back, that was my Instagram name, and I just like people would ask me, "Oh, what's your Instagram name?" Like, and I would give them that Youngmanners.
Yeah.
And
And
it
it
just
stuck?
yeah,
It
yeah,
stuck?
it just stuck. It fit, it just fit the personality,
Right.
being like respectful, I guess,
Yeah,
like
yeah. Because you are.
yeah.
I mean, every time I meet you, you're like a humble guy. You're really nice.
Oh,
You're
man,
like,
yeah.
you give out that nice energy.
Right.
Like, the mannerism. Yeah, I guess you would say. And then, so have you always been drawing, man?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much like all my life, man. That's been
Right word-
like my form of
right.
expression,
Would the right word be drawing or painting, or what would you express? How would that be?
I mean, wait, what was that?
Would the right word be drawing or painting, or is that the same thing?
I mean, this is like drawing, like with
Right,
pencil,
Mhm.
paint is like with paint.
Because
of
you
course,
messed
yeah,
more with paint, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, at first I started drawing like since I was super young and
Mhm.
stuff, like with pencil, just doodling and stuff,
Yeah.
like I was always super like shy and like quiet. So like I was always just, instead of like talking to people, I would just draw shit,
Right.
And yeah, like I just took it from there. I never picked up a brush until like probably like 2013. Like I picked up the brush, and I had never painted before, and I just started painting, and I just like, I just went from there. And then they had the first Brawley's First Fridays in Brawley, and I just submitted my work, and I met Doja, Eric,
Right.
and Randy, Pink Room, like, and they were super cool. And like, man, I was just like, I seen the art, like, I was like, fuck, like this is what I live for, like
Yeah,
art, like that's
yeah.
me, like I gotta get involved, I gotta like get my foot in the door, like no matter what, like So like I was there with Eric, and I was like, yeah, like if you need help, I'm down to volunteer. So like I helped him or like set up a little bit before the show, and yeah, like
So you were ready to put your art out there? Like
yeah,
in
yeah,
your
but
head, you were ready. Like okay,
yeah, dude, like I was still kind of afraid, like
Right.
kind of like to see people's
like when like
like their
next question,
opinions.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like
My next question was gonna be like, when did you realize like I have to get my art out there?
oh, that was before I had my daughter, right?
Okay.
And then we moved to San Diego, and I had my daughter, came back, and that's when I was like, like I really want to do this, and I really like if I really want to do it, then I really have to be real, like
Right.
really serious about it.
And the opportunity was there
Yeah, yeah, like the art
with
scene was
everything going
thriving,
on.
with the Nights on Main Street, like I said, and that's when I like the first Nights on Main Street that I came back. I met the homie that you can introduced me to Woe, and like I just started linking up with the right people and all that, and
The
it was,
locals.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was dope, man.
Hell yeah, man. That's why I see that. I see that you're working. And then what the art after the art, what came? The music or the music come before the art?
I mean, I was doing drawing since I was super young, but I mean, music, I could trace it back to like, I mean, I remember writing my first verse in junior high, and like I wrote something and I thought it was super whack, so like I was like, nah, like this is not for me. So like I put it down, and I didn't pick up a pen or a pencil until like I was like 18.
Yeah.
And then like
How old are you right now? If you don't mind me asking. Do you know?
yeah, nah, yeah. I'm up there. Nah.
No, you're not.
I've reached the quarter century.
Okay.
Nah, yeah. Nah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. But yeah, dude. And then I was working in the fields at the time, so I bought me a mic, and it was because one of my homies, he would always freestyle. We'd drink, and then he would freestyle. So I was like, man, like I've always wanted to rap. So like I fucking bought a mic, I invested in it, and then it just went from there, And then like 2 years into me like trying to record myself, I was introduced to Abel or Tony Slims.
Tony Slums, yeah.
Yeah, and like I was still super like fresh to recording, like rapping, and then I was probably like 2 years into it, and he had the whole kitchen, the cooking in the kitchen going on, and he just let me hang out, and I would just hang out, just like trying to get some like whatever time I could get in there,
Yeah.
I had my raps ready too. Like I would take my backpack, I had my notebook, like, and I was just chilling in the background, just waiting for my little time, and
Yeah.
then fucking
And you never before, but you've done studio work before meeting Tony Slums?
like
Have you
rapping.
yeah, have you recorded before?
Just myself. Like I said, it was just with the USB mic. It was all myself.
Something simple. Okay.
Yeah. Just by myself or like with the homies, and that was it. And it wasn't until I met Abel where I was like, oh shit, like someone makes beats here in the valley, like, and he had his setup was way better than anything I had ever seen, and he opened up his doors to me, like it was dope. Like the first time I met him, he like kind of like put me on this, like put us on the spot. Like it was me and some other homie, and like he put us on the spot. So he's like, all right, he's like, and he played a beat for us, and he was like, all right, like let's see what you guys got. And so like we recorded something, and like he liked it, I guess. And then like I hit him up again by myself, and I was like, hey, like when can I go back? He's like, whenever. And then so I was like, how about today? And then he's like, come through. And then I went, and then we recorded a song called "Picking Pennies from the Ground." And that was the first song we ever made together, and it just went from there.
Hit it off? Yeah. And were you first nervous, like rapping?
Oh man,
Yeah.
Super. Especially like because I was just used to recording by myself, or like with one of my homies, and with Abel, it was like he had like a bunch of people coming in and out of his trailer, the kitchen, like mad people. So
that was in the cook in the kitchen days?
Yeah,
Okay.
dude. So it was like that was like 2014.
Yeah.
And it was just like people coming in and out, like so it was like me being like super shy, so it was like fuck, like I was just way nervous, like, but I was like, man, I really want to do this, so I don't, like I'm just gonna do it,
A way to
So,
express yourself.
yeah, it's another, exactly, it's another form of expression,
Right.
but yeah, dude, and then I just kind of went from there.
Right. And start building that relationship with Tony Slums, with
Right.
Taven, and also that she can know.
Yeah,
So just
yeah.
building relationships, and also going to the art walks too, right?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are essential, you know.
Right.
Every show was it mattered, you know. It matters, you know. It doesn't matter how like slow it is or how dead it is or if the crowd's not there's nobody there, you know, like it doesn't matter because you meet this other artist and you don't know who that other artist is, but they might like open up a door, you know, or they might tell you like, oh dude, I like your work, like there's another show going on over here, like you want to be a part of it, like come through.
Okay.
You know, like it's just like it's more about networking and the people you meet.
Right. Even the downtimes.
Right, right.
Like,
Exactly.
not every show is busy. Not every show is.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Especially like the Brawley's First Fridays were like at the beginning, like some of like they were cool at first, but then like they kind of started slowing down a bit.
They started dying down, right?
Yeah,
Everything-
yeah.
like
But
everything
still,
else.
like I was still there. You know,
Yeah.
I was there till the end, till the end. You know, like
You're even there putting your art up there at the
yeah.
art walks.
Yeah,
I must
like,
have seen you. I mean,
yeah. I would see you too, and
Yeah.
I would walk by and all that. But
because I had I did a couple booths out there.
yeah, I remember
podcasts.
that too,
Yeah,
and I remember like going up to your booth and like checking out your spot, and I remember Anna America did like some live beats and all
made
that.
some live beats. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
fun. Like that was like the pinnacle of the podcast
Yeah.
for myself. Like you know what I mean? Like that was like man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So like, man, I mean that was for myself too, you
Right.
know, myself included. 'Cause,
Yeah, yeah.
man, that was the start of everything. You
Hell
know?
yeah, man. I
Yeah.
feel that, and like you know, I've been searching for that feeling, but I was just like, nah, fuck it. I'm not even gonna search for that anymore. I'm just gonna do it. You know what I mean? It
exactly.
just be what it is. You know what I mean? Something's gonna come up like
you,
this.
You got to create
know?
the feeling, you know. It's
Yeah.
not- you'll never find it if you don't make it, you know.
Right, exactly. I feel that, and it's hard. It's hard. Like, how do you like put yourself out there? Like, would you tell somebody to, you know, knowing like being shy, being nervous and stuff like that? How would you tell somebody who's shy and nervous and who doesn't want to put their art out there? What would you say to them?
Man, just do it, you know.
Yeah.
It's pretty much it. Like, you
Because
just got to do it.
Yeah, because it could be intimidating. It could be
a
intimidating.
lot, man.
Yeah.
It's super intimidating, man. But
Like especially now, that okay, like because there's a lot of artists now.
yeah, dude.
You know, so there's a lot of artists now. So if you do it now, it's like, oh, you're just doing it because everyone else is doing it.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, in a way. But
Right.
so sometimes they could be scared now to start painting, putting
Right.
out there. But even back then too, though, it's like
Yeah.
some people could or you can question yourself. It's like, why are they doing this? Like,
Right.
you know,
Yeah. I mean, I
But it's
question
big,
myself
though.
every time.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
big
but
though. Like it's an expression. Like you know what I mean. There's a lot of people doing it. You know, I see that. I do see that. Like everybody is painting. Like, you know
Right.
what I mean. Like, not everyone painting, but they are a lot of few, but a lot.
right.
You know if that makes any sense. You know.
Yeah. I get you, man. But yeah.
And you're one of the beginners. You were
Yeah.
one of the before everybody started doing it.
Man, I was blessed, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, but I mean, I'm trying to pave the way for other people. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right. I feel that. And then what came up? You just had a recent show. This year has been big for you.
Yeah, man.
You know, this year has been pretty big as far
it's
as
been tough, you know. But I mean, I'm just trying to create my own scene type of deal, you
Mhm.
know.
right.
If
Why has it been tough, man? I mean,
just
elaborate
life, you
on
know,
that.
like
Yeah.
just fucking family and all that, you know, just jobs and money, like,
Yeah.
all that, you know.
Yeah. That's always gonna
like,
be a fucking issue.
Having to move around and all that, like it's like it's just a part of all that, you know.
But you still, what's cool about it is that you still managed just to keep creating.
right, dude. I mean, it's what kind of gives me the inspiration, you know.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from, like life, man. Like that's where I get all those ideas. You know, like if I wasn't going through shit, then like what would I be doing? You know, like or
Right.
what would I paint? You know, like or what would I write about? Like, you know, I gotta go through this in order to like have something to say. You know.
Life experience type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. So what do you like paint about, write about? Like what is
I mean, painting and writing is
Two
two
different
separate
things?
things. You know,
Yeah.
it's two different forms of expressions for me. You know, like writing is a little more personal, I guess. A little like more of my thoughts, like, and painting's more. I mean, my feelings. Both are, you know, of course, but painting's just more like trying to invoke like an emotion on someone else, like type of deal. You know, trying to make someone laugh, like. That's what I try to do with my painting, you know.
I see a lot of paintings, a lot of culture related
Yeah,
from
yeah.
what we grew up with. Is
Right,
that what
right.
you grew up with? Like as far as
Yeah. I mean, I just paint my reality. You know, I
elotes
paint-
or something like that? Like, you know what I mean? Like you do like a lot of like fucking
Oh, yeah, yeah.
subliminal type thing, like, you know, Mexican related, you know what I mean?
Right,
It's
right.
good to say that because that's what we are, that's what we grew up with. That's
Right,
the culture
yeah.
out here in the valley, like tortillas type shit.
Hell
like,
yeah.
you know,
The Chicanos,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
tortilla harina, tortillas, fucking la buena type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, man.
and I see that a lot in your paintings too. Is that kind of a fuck? What would the right word be? Is that like a influence?
Yeah, man. It's the way I was raised, the way I grew up. Yeah, just what I see and what I know. You know, I don't paint nothing I don't know, or I don't do what I don't know. You know.
Right. Nice.
Yeah.
I feel that, man. I feel that. And then what was your first show? Your first show you just had your first show recently. I went to one of your shows recently.
Oh yeah. Well, I had my first actual solo show was last year.
Was it?
Yeah. At the Beak. It was my
That's
first
right,
ever
that's right,
solo
yeah.
show. Yeah, and then I had my second solo, which was at the Kayak Club,
Right.
which was in February, the one you attended.
Right.
And then I created that group show in July.
Recently, the
Yeah.
Youngmanners one.
Yeah, the Mind Your Manners.
Mind Your Manners, yeah.
Yeah.
How was that one?
It
Good
was,
turnout?
it was beautiful. It was
Yeah.
it was a beautiful disaster. Nah.
And what made you want to do solo shows? Was that your idea, or was that
they were
They
the
did
ones
it?
that
Yeah.
reached out to me
Okay.
actually?
right?
Yeah, they were a fan of my work, I guess, and they love what I do, and
Right.
you know, they just I guess as a whole, as a person, they really, I don't know, like they're fond of who I am, I
Yeah.
guess, and
What you're
and they-
creating.
yeah, and
Yeah.
just my, I guess, what I stand for, or who
Your
I
message.
am, my personality, you
Yeah.
know? And then they reached out to me, and they wanted to put me on. They gave me the platform, and I'm super grateful for that.
Yeah. I know I'm
Yeah.
bouncing around with the artists and the the
dude.
music and the
Yeah,
arts.
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm bouncing. I'm
It's
kind of
both. you
yeah.
know, it's-
So I'm going like this. It's kind of
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
zigzag. I'm going bang, being like, okay, I'm bouncing off the artist because I got a question about the music because it's all goes hand in hand. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly.
In a way, but it's two different forms of expressions, but it's all one thing because it's you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's what you're making. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when I hear the lyrics too, it's like you do talk about also more personal things like you were saying, but still what I gotta do, what I gotta show, you know, what you type shit.
Oh,
Like, you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, it's just like, oh shit, like, you know, this, you're right, you're writing about shit too,
Yeah,
like, you know? And you got a different style. You got, I don't want to say a Chicano style because you are a Chicano style, but you got the accent, but you got that, that different flow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thank you, man.
And I was telling Riz earlier, it'd be cool to hear you too because he has kind of similarities, like, you know what I mean? Not in a way, but just the like Latin style.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I mean? Even though if I don't know if you're trying to go for that, you're probably not.
No,
It's just
no,
natural. It's just coming out, like, you know. But even with like Woa's beat, the recent one that you just put out,
Mhm.
that's a different type of beat. But with your voice, it's just like, damn, like, you know what I mean? It's different, like, you know.
Thank you, man.
And I don't know if I'm blabbing right now, but if that makes any sense, like,
yeah,
you know.
man, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
So like as far as like making beats, like you just met up with these guys and you're just like, hey, like I want to like just put my music out there.
Well, like as far as making music, you mean?
Yeah.
Not really. It's just kind of like just creating,
Right.
just whatever we build. And it's not even about like putting it out there because I've never been the type to like share my music, like push it, like, oh, here, check out my song. I just put it out. Like, nah, I've never been that. Like, I just do it for myself type of deal, you know?
Right.
I do it, yeah, because I like it, you know?
Yeah.
It's not even like, oh, like, I want like likes or, you know?
Right.
None, or either or, you know, like art and music, like it's the same.
Right.
Like I just do it because like I like to do it, you know? I'll do it regardless, like whether like I'm getting interviewed by you or like
Right.
whether there's like a show going on or like any sort of scene, like I'll still be doing that, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I feel
Yeah.
that, and you have to do that. Keep
Yeah.
going. You know what I mean? Like, cause I was going back to stopping and shit. You know, stopping in 2016. I stopped. Like, I stopped.
Mhm.
I was like, fuck. But it's hard to keep going, but you have to, and it's cool that you're always keeping that positive mindset.
Yeah,
To keep it going.
Someone's got to, you know?
Yeah.
There's too much, there's enough negativity out here, you know?
Yeah.
Someone has to be positive, you know?
Right. And you just dropped the record too, right? Just dropped the record recently.
Oh yeah, the Fuego song.
The Fuego, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that one about?
Just, I don't know, it's just fire. Fire? Nah. Oh,
Cause is that your
I
daughter?
just-
Is your daughter? And
at the end?
yeah.
Yeah, man, yeah. I would always play that song around, you know, like I had it for a couple like months now, and I'll just play it, and then like one time I played it and she just started singing along, so I was like, oh shit, like it blew my mind because I was like, she has no idea that's me, like, because I never told her, you know, like
Yeah.
I'll just play it. I'll
shit.
just play it because like because like like I like to hear it, right? Because I do it for myself. And
when she gets older, she's gonna realize, oh, that's my
yeah,
dad.
like she has no idea that's like really me, you know?
Right. Not yet. Yeah. In the beginning, are you saying la la louda, or what are you saying?
No, I'm just saying la la la. Like,
yeah.
Not even like this is like kind of like the beat, the way like
right.
it goes.
I like that track, man. That was a good track. It was a good track. I was like, oh man, I heard this out. It's cool. And then, but before that, you dropped a demo.
Yeah.
You dropped a demo. You shot it to me. I listened to it.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy, dude. I remember when you put it up on the website. I was a little stoked, man. I remember, man, it was amazing. It was like a big deal for me, you know. Like, so I never got to thank you for that in person, but
no worries. I really enjoyed that record.
At that time, man, I was like, fuck, like it was just huge. Like no one, there was no other platform besides the I8, the I8, and I was like, damn, like I remember, like I went on your page, on the i8podcast.com or whatever, and then I saw it there, like it was next to like I think like Dale had a couple up there, and then and Merrick.
I put the album on there, huh? I put the album. Everybody.
The actual.
That was cool. I remember that.
Oh fuck! Like
with a clickable link to the Bandcamp.
Man, that was amazing, man. Like,
and that was a good record too. That was a good record. I mean, that was a lot of features too.
I had a few. Yeah, it was mainly like the homies.
Empty Lot.
Yeah, at the time was cooking in the kitchen. You know.
Okay.
I know able to like starting the whole Empty Lot now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I heard. What was that? What was that called? That record?
It was called Love Songs.
Love Songs. Yeah.
Yeah, it was I guess it stood for Lost Under the Valley songs.
Damn, Lost Under the Valley?
Yeah.
Sick. That's sick.
Yeah. Initially, it was supposed to be called Love Songs for the Heartless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you just had the Love Songs?
Yeah, I just shortened it.
And then what year was that? 2016? 14? And then what did you drop after that one? Did you drop any ones after that?
I dropped like just little tracks here and there.
Right.
Just random like little like experimental like fucking like sounds, like songs, you know, like just me trying to find my sound type of deal, you know.
And are you still finding your sound?
I mean, I feel like I found my voice now. I feel a lot more comfortable when I'm on the mic and stuff. Like I know what I want to sound like. At the time, I was just kind of like I didn't know what I was doing, you know.
Going back and forth with the voice. Yeah.
But now I kind of know, like I got my voice control and all my breath control and all that too.
How'd you get that? How'd you get there?
Just a lot of practice, man. A lot of practice. Just at home, you know, like in my room, just going over the songs or repeating my lyrics, you know, and practicing, you know.
So you do record at home by yourself, try to get comfortable with your voice?
Yeah, I do. That's I mean, for myself, you know, at least it's essential, you know, like I have to do things on my own because, you know, just then I can go and share it, you know.
Yeah.
Because I can't just go out and do it, you know. Like, I don't know, you know, I don't work like that, you know.
Right. And then so after that, those singles, then are you gonna put out an album soon or?
Yeah, we got something in the works, you know. Yeah.
Any title for that?
Yeah, it's called Mi Cabezita Loca.
Okay, is that gonna go with that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's you know, that's pretty much just me, you know. My that's me. It's not just
like my crazy head.
Yeah, my little crazy head, you know.
Yeah.
It's it's not just an album name, you know. It's me.
Right.
Yeah,
what does that mean? Like as far as yourself?
It's well, that's what my mom called me since I was super young. That's yeah, like she's always been like ¿Qué tanto piensa mi cabecita loca? Like, you know, that was kind of like her little nickname for me, you know, because I've always been like kind of different, you know, like just in my head a lot, you know, just in my room by myself, you know, or like just coming up with ideas or drawing things. I'm like, you know, like even, well, you know, like I wasn't like all shy all the time, you know, but even with my cousins or my friends, like I would, or my sister, like we'd, you know, I would always try to like come up with things to do, like ideas and like little things here and there. So, you know, I was like kind of like the little, like, you know, what is it, like mastermind, I guess.
Yeah.
You know? Like I was the quiet one, but I was the one like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. And then like they would get in trouble because of me, but I was the one, you know, like doing it, like encouraging or giving them these ideas, you know.
Your name is Adrian, right?
Yeah,
Adrian. And fucking, they're probably like, Adrian made me do it or something, right? Yeah, they probably blame you or something.
Yeah. So, you know, like and I guess my mom recognized the crazy in me,
Yeah, yeah. I feel
so,
that.
so she would call me that,
What should we expect with this album, with this new album, compared to the last album?
Mm, I mean, I don't really expect much, I just.
No, as far as like, what did you write about? Like, what do we?
Oh,
as far as
okay.
the content, like, what should
Oh,
as
okay,
listeners,
yeah.
what should we expect to from this new album? Because people listen to your music.
Okay, yeah.
We listen. I'm listening.
Right. Just I guess a little insight what goes on in my head.
Yeah.
Because I don't tend to like voice my opinions a lot, so that's my way of doing that.
With those tracks.
Yeah, just kind of like saying what's on my mind.
Right.
Kind of like, boom, like in one ear out the other.
Right.
It's kind of like, boom, like I'll say what I got to and that's it. Like
no more.
It's like, yeah, like
most
of these songs. Yeah, most of these songs are just like one verse, a hook, and that's it.
Well, man, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like just straight to the point. Like, I don't, not a lot of people want to hear what I got to say, or
right.
Like.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. Like, there's a lot of opinions. A lot of, with the internet and all. Like, yeah, like a lot of people just. It gives people a lot of like a platform to speak their mind.
Right.
So there's a lot out there already.
Yeah, I feel that. I've been doing this. I mean, I'm expressing myself. I try to, but I feel like I want to get you guys more on the podcast,
right.
For you guys to express your guys' selves. Because this shit ain't about me. It's not about me.
Right.
Like, what I mean? It's not about me. It's about the fucking valley and the artisans in the valley. You know what I mean? So I feel like you guys should express yourself more, even though you guys are. But I feel like you guys should do it more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people do want to listen. I want to listen. Because there's times when I'm just like, fuck, I don't really go to shows because I'm a fucking introvert myself. Like, I don't, like, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to be fucking nervous. I'm going to be fucking shy. Like, I don't want to be doing that. I'm going to be fucking twitching. My eyes going to be twitching and shit. I don't want to fucking, like, I don't want to fucking, like, deal with all that shit. But when I'm at home, I'm fucking, like, looking, like, for new music. I'm looking for creatives who are recording, have places like studios who have that chance to record. And then what I'm noticing is that people weren't doing it. They weren't recording it. So I feel like people should. You know what I mean? Do you feel like put more on the line?
Like
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
As far as myself or like everybody.
Everyone.
I mean that's what that platform is for. For people to express themselves. I guess.
But you just feel like you shouldn't.
Not that I shouldn't, but I mean, there's already a lot.
To minimum.
There's already a lot, out there. I don't know. I just say what I just say what I have to, or I let people just kind of like, like form their own opinion of what I do, I guess,
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then you just you'll see my work you'll see my vision or what I'm saying through my work.
Exactly. I let my work speak for itself.
There you go. There you go. Nice, man. I'm looking forward to that new album. I've heard a couple snippets, man. You know what I mean?
I'm kind of excited to put it out. I've never been, like kind of comfortable with pushing my music as like just because I'd never felt like I had a voice or the sound, but like with this one I felt a little comfortable, I'm a little excited about it.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, especially with the like kind of like the feedback I got with that last song I released, which will be on the album. I got a lot of positive feedback. It was cool. Like, and
does that make you want to keep doing it more?
I mean, I'm
regardless, you're saying
I'll still do it. Yeah. Like whether people like it or not. Like,
right.
I'm just gonna do it for myself.
But it feels good when you get that recognition.
Oh man, yeah, it feels great. But I mean, I take both as it is. I take them as it comes.
Yeah. I
don't like let the positive outweigh the negative. Like, I can't, because if someone hits me with a negative comment, then like, oh, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be, it's gonna kind of like throw me off balance,
Yeah.
So I just take both as they come. Like,
balance is key.
Yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough, but
you started rocking shows too recently too, right? You started rocking a few shows. Yeah. Okay, besides the IE Fest, but even now, like
I did it. Well, I did one recently. It was my homie from San Diego, the homie A to Z. Yeah. He's gonna feature on the album as well. And the reason that came to be is because he actually came down for the Mind Your Manners from San Diego to come perform out here.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. And he's a dope artist too.
A to Z, he's an artist.
Yeah, okay, A to Z. Yeah. Yeah, it's a homie. and I met him through like the Barrio Logan events out there.
Right.
And so like this one, like I made this song with Abel, and I recorded my verse, and I was like, fuck, like I should get someone on it. And I was kind of going through my head like, fuck, who would be dope? And I was like, oh, like let me reach out to the homie, and like I messaged him, and he was like, yeah, I'm down, but he didn't know that I made music because like I'm not really known for that,
Right.
and so I sent him the message, and he's like, yeah, dope. And then I emailed him a song, and he didn't get back to me till like the next day, and the next night, and he was like, bro, he's like, who's that on the song? Who made that beat? And I was like, oh, that's the homie Slums on the beat, and then that was me. He was like, what? That was you? And I was like, yeah, that's me. He's like, no way. He's like, but he's like, bro, I'm tripping. Like, how? He's like, you're so quiet. Like, what the fuck? He's like, dude, my mind's blowing. He's like, and then like after he's like, dude, I'm gonna kill it. Like, I got something. And then like, it took him like about a week or so, and then he got back to me with the verse and a hook too. So like, it was dope.
Were you stoked when you heard it?
Yeah, dude. I was like, fuck yeah, dope. And then like, so then he hits me up like about a month later and tells me like, oh, like, yo, I'm gonna have a show. We're organizing a show. He was if you're down to perform. And then he was like, no, he's like, you didn't even ask me. He's like, you're gonna perform. And I was like, he's like, and I was like, what? And I was like, fuck, I don't know. And then he's like, bro, how are you gonna ask me to feature on your song and not perform with me? Like, So he put me on the spot, and I was like, fuck it, you're right. Like I have to do it.
And that's like performance anxiety within itself.
Oh man, fuck, dude, that shit was crazy. Oh, the homie Woe was there too. He recorded it, dude. Right. Like, I had a few of my people showed up. My lady, my freaking my homies.
Right. Speaking about your lady, since you brought it up too, she has a big support on you.
Oh man,
that's huge. You know what I mean?
It's essential, man. It's needed.
Yeah, always.
Every now and then, it's just like it's up and down.
Always,
but it's life.
Yeah, it's normal, but that's key. I always like stress on that. And every artist who has a girlfriend, or has a wife, or who has anybody significant other, support is fucking very, very, very important. You know what I mean? And balancing that, like,
Yeah, dude, and it kind of like if you're kind of like on the rough side with that relationship, it kind of affects your creativity too,
Right. Because you get in your own head.
Yeah, like
you start getting in your own head.
And then once we're like on great terms, I'm like, I'm on my freaking my peak. I'm just shining. I feel great. My creativity's flowing. I'm doing everything. But
does she know that? Do you tell her that?
I mean, not really. But I'm hoping she knows that. Oh, now she will. She listens to this.
Which is true. I mean, when we don't have our ladies, we don't have like a me as my daughter. Like when I don't have my daughter, like I have her in my life or whatever. But tough times sometimes, always times when I don't have her with me, it's just like fuck, I can't even fucking focus. Right. Like, you know what I mean? The reason why I started doing this podcast is because there was a lot of downtime when I wasn't like, a single father, single parent, you know what I mean? And then it's just like, fuck. That's the reason why I started this podcast, was not being with her maybe fucking keep it going. Like, you know what I mean? So I started hosting the shows, and like, okay, like I need people here at my house because I'm fucking sad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Yeah. So I was like,
even that, like whenever you're on, on the rough side of a relationship, that does help. It kind of gives you something to write about or something to paint about. Like, it inspires you to make some sad songs, or like even you, like you said right now, like you're on a rough patch or whatever. Like that's what made you want to get artists in your house, to interview them. So,
because I don't want to be alone in my own space, like in my own head either, man. Exactly. Like, because you have a lot of shit going on in your head. Like, we talked about it, like, in your cabecita, in your own head, because we fucking, as artists, our minds is always racing, dude. It's always racing. And then when you fucking put in like a problem, it could fuck everything up. Like, you know what I mean? It could like just straight up fuck everything up.
Right. Damn.
So when you're comfortable, when everything's positive, when your girl's loving you, when everything is good, we have to keep it in that level. But it's hard. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I feel that. Man. But it's good that she has your support. Like,
man. She's been there, like since day one. So it's dope,
and it's another reason to keep going.
Yeah.
Another reason to keep fucking this art
Exactly.
shit going, this music shit going. Like, you know,
Yeah,
I love
man.
that. I love people who have support. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
man.
it's key.
Yeah, dude. Like, you know, at one point she was my only supporter. You
Mhm.
know, like
Right.
my only fan. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
type of deal. You know, like she was my, like when I first met her too. You know, like she's been pushing me. She's the
Oh, she
reason
pushes
why.
you
Yeah,
too?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like she was kind of like the reason why. Like, kind of like getting me out there. You know.
Right. That's cool.
Yeah.
So she was like, hey, man, do this. Not hey, man, but like,
Yeah.
hey, like, you know,
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, she just thought I was really talented and type of deal. You know,
She
and
believes
like,
in you.
yeah, man.
She believes in you.
So that's, you know, like I said, she was been my number one supporter. You know,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
number one fan. I get not even fan, but you know, like
Right.
yeah, like just been there from the start. You know.
I love it, dude. I love it. And that's
Yeah.
what makes you manners, man. Everything I'm talking about, that was what I see when I meet you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I meet you every now and then. Like, you know what I mean? We don't kick it. Like, we don't hang out. But I see
Yeah.
you, like, you know, every now and then. We run into each other every now and then,
Right.
like today and fucking at
At
the
Abel's,
shows.
yeah.
Abel's, like, you know what I mean? It's always been that smiling. You know, smiling and
Yeah,
shit. Like,
man.
you know?
Try to, man.
Yeah.
Try to.
You bring in that positivity, which is key. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
That's why people like working with you.
Yeah,
Maybe I
yeah.
should get more positive.
it,
feel
it
that.
works.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess,
yeah.
You know, yeah. It's true though. It does. I mean, like I said, there's already a lot of like bad shit going on.
Right,
You know,
right.
like might as
I
well.
was,
You know,
I was
like,
positive for like a long time, dude. And then, but I just had to. I
Yeah,
had
dude,
to,
yeah.
man. I was like, no, man. People weren't even like, you know, what the fuck? Why am I doing this for? Now I was like,
yeah.
I'm gonna change my. Like I said this before, I'm gonna change my character. And I'm like, gonna fucking, like, you know, even though I'm not, you know me, you guys know me, like, you know what I mean. I'm not like a dick, like, you know what I mean. Like, I
yeah.
support everybody, you know what I mean.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
if, like I said, if they're not supporting me, it's like, what the fuck am I gonna support them for?
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
you just kind of support.
But I should have that
support-
mentality that you have, as far as like, they don't support me, fuck them. I'm just gonna keep it doing no matter what.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
just support those that support you. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard out here
Yeah,
to
it
get
is,
support
man.
sometimes.
it's tough, but
Yeah, depending on what
it's-
lane you
It's
are.
possible though.
It is possible. It is possible.
Or you know, like, there's proof.
There's proof. There is
Yeah,
proof.
yeah,
I feel that.
yeah,
feel
man. It's beautiful. You know, it's beautiful.
Yeah. So you started rocking shows in San Diego too, like, you know, with the art walks. So you linked
Oh,
up,
yeah,
so
yeah,
you
yeah.
expanded.
Yeah,
you know?
it was all
How's that been?
It's been man, it's amazing,
Right.
man. I've been able to take my homie Woe, or my brother. You know, he's not even my homie, he's my brother.
Nice.
But you know, step brothers. Nah, but yeah.
Are you
it's
meeting
been-
a lot of people out there?
Yeah, man. This has been wonderful, man.
Yeah.
I love going out to Barrio Logan. It's like my home away from home. You know,
Right.
I love it.
More culture out there too, huh?
Yeah, man. That's what kind of like made me kind of like get in touch with that side of you know, like being more. I mean, I've always been through my work, you know, but like unconsciously, you know, like I never knew that. Oh, like this is part of the culture, like.
Right.
know,
It
like-
is culture, man. I mean,
Yeah,
I
like-
came down here this weekend because I was tired over there right now. Right now, I was tired of San Diego.
Mhm.
Like, I was like, man, I need to go down and get some culture. Like, that's what I literally said. I was like, I need to go. Well, my daughter had some things going down over here, and then, but I still wanted to come down to get some culture.
Mhm.
Like, because I had to, because I went to Calexico, Mexicali earlier, like, just to fucking feel my people.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just to surround it. Like, I went to Calexico Walmart just to, like, fucking just buy some things, and I just felt like home. I felt at home. You know what I mean? Because it's culture, and that's something that, well, San Diego does have, but in certain places.
Yeah, yeah.
Barrio
like-
Logan has culture. And
Yeah,
depending
it
where you,
depends where you're
yeah,
at, too.
yeah,
Yeah,
depending
yeah.
where you live, dude, exactly. Depending where you live, it's like, okay. But it's not the same as over here.
Nah, man.
It's not the same over here.
different,
Yeah. Like, over here is, it's, what's the right word to say? It's like, it's very, very, it's very culture ethic, but it's also like, it's different. Like, I don't know what the right
Yeah,
word
man.
is saying.
I get you, man.
Yeah.
I get you. I mean, I'm
Home.
from here, you know.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
from
home.
here.
Yeah. It's home.
It's like it's bittersweet, you know. You
Yeah.
you love it, and you know, there's some good things and bad things. You
right.
know?
It's comfort. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was fucking going like fucking 90 on fucking outskirts and shit, just fucking
Oh,
feeling
man, it's-
feeling the air and shit. Like, you know, it's like,
dude,
yeah.
especially right now, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Just
exactly.
like with your window out, just down Forester with your arm out the
Yeah,
window.
yeah,
You know, it's
fuck yeah. Watching the sunset and
nice.
shit.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
man.
I love that shit. You know what I mean?
Same, man. Same.
That's what I love about the valley. Even though I can talk a lot about it, I love the culture out here. It's big. It's
Yeah,
big.
man.
You feel it. If you're moving, you moved out. You know, we
Yeah,
moved,
yeah.
whoa, he moved to Fresno, came back. You know, I don't want to come back, but it's like it's home.
Yeah,
like
man.
it's home.
Exactly.
Yeah. I feel that. So what's the next for Youngmanners, man? What's the next for Youngmanners as far as
Man.
the record and what's next, brother? You work. I see you working, man.
Yeah, man. Just well, there's some shows going on right here in Centro, like the Fiesta next Friday.
Right.
Oh no, next Saturday, I believe. But
Yes, is on 5th.
yeah,
Yeah, I still haven't been to one of those.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I probably won't be at that one because I have something going on in Barrio Logan.
Yeah.
That same day.
Okay.
So I'll be out there. But the following weekend they have the food truck. I forgot what day it's the 3rd, November 3rd.
Right.
And it's gonna be on Main Street, Fiesta on Main Street actually. So it's a little different. It's gonna be like on that where they have like right next to Twilight where they have those balls in the water little park and all that.
The remodeled place.
Yeah.
By
So
the
it's gonna
bus
be like food truck
Yeah.
type of deal. So it's gonna be dope. That should be interesting. You know, it's different. I'm gonna be there.
Are you trying to do everything? Not every, but you trying to do a lot of shows. Every show that you can.
Not that I'm like trying to do them. I mean, at this point, like they're kind of inviting me. You know. Yeah. I mean, I just whatever comes, I take it type of deal. You know.
Right.
But yeah. And there's one in San Diego too.
Yeah.
On the 2nd. You know, there's a lot going on.
So you got a schedule going on already.
Yeah.
And you want to stay busy?
What's that?
You want to stay busy?
I mean, I like to stay. I mean, I like to just stay productive. Not necessarily busy, but it's just cool just to have something going on. You know.
Right.
It just kind of keeps me going.
So now if you get sad,
you
get sad in your head.
Then you get too like depressed. And,
Yeah.
You slow down and you kind of start doubting yourself, and you just kind of like. Fuck,
right.
You just want to like, fuck. Why am I doing this? Maybe I should like.
Always do more.
Like,
Always do more. You got to keep creating.
Get a 9 to 5 and do this, do that. You know, like, yeah, it gets tough. You know.
Because man, expectations.
Yeah.
Expectations with everybody, with us growing up and shit. Like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. It's just it's like fuck that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to do that. Like, I'm trying to like do this art shit, this music shit. Like, you know what I mean? This podcasting shit. Like, you know what I mean? Trying to make this shit, you know what I mean, for everyone, like for all of us, dude.
Oh yeah, man.
Fucking all of us. Dude.
We'll be remembered for this, you know. We won't be remembered for working a 9 to 5 or like mediocre type of jobs. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, those are essential and you need them, you know, to feed your family and shit, you know.
But how are you gonna be remembered? You know?
Man,
like that's the question, like.
That's a good question, man.
Well, I'm not saying like for you, but we do this shit like how because we want to get remembered, not just for just doing that. You know what I mean? You gotta make noise. You gotta make noise.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No matter what.
There's too many people out there, in the world. You know.
Yeah.
We're just like a little speck on this freaking on this rock, on this floating rock.
Going back to a lot of people, that shouldn't even matter to you because you're not competitive, huh?
Yeah, nah, man.
I'm not even. I feel that already. Like
I'm not. I'm not even trying to compete with anybody, man. I'm just myself.
Right.
There's a lot of like that whole like ego, like especially in the rap, like like
chismo type shit. Yeah.
Dude, like I guess that comes with that, and that's why I don't really like. I don't really want to be like that rapper type because that's not me, that's not my personality.
Yeah.
So that's why I just make music, and if I put it out, like if it reaches someone, that's dope, If not,
being being in the rap game is not your personality, you would say?
Yeah, I mean, I don't fit that category of a rapper,
Yeah.
I just I'm just an artist, I guess, I'm just a
creative.
Yeah, just expressing myself.
Yeah,
a human, I guess.
yeah. I hear that. I feel that. That's why I had you on here, man. That's why I had you on here. I wanted to bring you on because I see you working. Like, we've been working. You're always hustling, man.
Yeah.
You're always hustling.
Gots to, man.
Yeah. With the rap and, shows and events and San Diego and.
Yeah, man.
Putting shit out.
Trying to go further, but
yeah.
Eventually you'll get there,
Within time?
Yeah, man. It's all
what's
timing.
What's the main goal? How do they bring that up?
Man, main goal. I don't even want to talk about it because it's not there yet.
Yeah.
Nah.
Because you didn't
It's
just start.
Yeah, man. It's
Because you're
just
not. Do you feel like you're
going
just
up.
starting, or
Man, yeah. I mean, this is barely the start, you know?
yeah?
I'm nowhere near where I want to be.
Right.
Just trying to go everywhere, you know?
Do you want to get your paintings worldwide?
Man, I would love to, you know?
What do you have more passion for, the music or the painting, or both?
I mean, it's a little bit of both, you know?
Right.
Like, when it's like my energy, it just goes to like either or, you know? Like, sometimes, like, I don't feel like painting, and I go through those stages where I haven't been painting right now, you know? Because for some reason, like, I just feel like making music, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like writing. And then there's other times where I can't write shit. I can't think of nothing to write. And because I'm just painting, I'm just focusing on my paint, you know, like,
Right.
and that's all it is. Like, it's just like, it's just my energy flows where it wants to go, you know?
Right.
And I don't really force it. Like, if it wants to go to like, you know, like me painting or whatever, like it'll just happen.
And are you learning still? As far as
Man.
learning with the painting and learning
Oh
with
yeah,
the
every day, you know.
Yeah.
It's all learning process, you know. I'm still a student, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully one day I'll be a teacher and I could, you know, teach others and show them what I learned, you know.
Right.
But I'll always be a student, you know, like no matter what, like always
Student of the game.
yeah, just
Yeah.
of everything, you know. I'm never gonna know everything, you know.
Yeah. Who's teaching right now? Who you look up to right now?
I mean, just whatever I could learn, you know. But what do you mean, like?
Who do you look
just,
up to right now? Who are you looking up to? Like, okay, I want to be like, this is my like, who's like who you look up to? Like, who do you look to? Like, who do you look up to? Type thing. Like, who you
Man,
who do you look up
there's a
to?
lot of artists out
Yeah.
there, you know, a lot of legends. You know, like man, like Jim Morrison, you know,
Mhm.
like it's one of big influences. Basquiat, another, you know, that's music and paint. You know, like Basquiat painted and he made music,
Right.
and he was more like of a kind of like outcast,
Okay.
and he was able to like, like get accepted by the art world at one point. You know, and it was cool. You know, like, but you know, there's a lot of influences out there. I get picked up from anything and everything. You know.
Right. Any mentors? No mentors? Just yourself?
I mean, right now I'm actually I'm going to IBC right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn like little like digital design.
Okay.
And you know, I'm just learning too right there, like from the professors, and it's dope. You know,
Oh, like how to do stuff on the computer?
yeah, like I'm actually learning like digital design
Mhm.
and web production, and you know, anything I could get my hands on, like I'll learn it. You know,
Right.
because I'm you know, I want to be like an independent artist. I don't want to rely on anybody. Like, I mean, I love to collaborate and like I love to work with others, you know, and build
Right.
a team. But you know, like if I can be like self sufficient, you know, like just
Self-made.
yeah, like
Yeah.
myself, like it's even better, you know.
Because we are. I mean, we're independent workers. We're
Right.
doing it for ourselves. We're not, there's no backing.
Exactly.
We got no
yeah.
backing. Like, you know what I mean? Unless you find like a big major,
Yeah.
major or a big, like, type of studio who would have your back. Like, hey, man, come paint here whenever you want. This is your studio. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
we'll have events every day. This and that, this and that, this and that.
Mhm.
Like, that also could be cool too. But for right now, you are independent.
Yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean?
And I mean, I would love to keep it that way, you know,
Yeah.
just because more freedom, more creative freedom, you know.
Right.
I love to do what I want, you know.
Yeah.
Not what other people tell me, or I don't like to be told what to do or like follow like someone's rules. Like, you know, like I love to have all the creative freedom, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear that. Man.
Yeah.
I fucking hear that. Damn, Youngmanners. Good to have you on the show, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, you know what I
It's
mean?
a pleasure, man. It's a
Yeah.
pleasure, man. I'm glad to be here. You know, it's
Yeah. So when can we expect this new album, brother?
man, just I don't know, just hopefully a lot of good stuff.
Right. Yeah. Because like I say, like I have you on here because of the music. Like I like the music, and I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
paintings. Like I like both. You know what I mean? I like both. But
Mhm.
like as far as the artist side, like you're new. Like you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
Like
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
new to this game, but still killing it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've been making music for a while, but
Yeah.
I mean, I never really put myself out there, you know.
Right.
And like I have a little like following, a little attention, you know. So whatever I
Right.
put out there, someone's gonna see it now, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, man. I don't know, just well, this new album, I mean, it just consists of a lot of like different sounds, different flavors. You know, I have like there's multiple like producers, beat producers, all the homies. You know, I have like one beat from Americ, 3 beats from Woaa, 3 from Tony Slums, 1 from Ill Static, 1 from Johnny Keys. You know, like just different. You know,
all the
like,
heavy hitters.
yeah, all the homies. You know, they're homies. Like it's not even like it was just building relationships. You know, like that's how I got the beats. You know.
Yeah. And features too, or no features?
A few, yeah, like all of the homie A to Z. Like I said, have a potential too.
Trash Mob.
Yeah. The homie Potential was such a dope artist,
Yeah,
man.
he is, right? I was
Dude,
listening
he's
to
insane, man.
his
like,
vocals, yeah.
Fuck, man, he can do any kind of sound.
His hooks.
His styles, man. Like he has so many styles.
I was listening to at Rizzo's house. He was playing a bunch of Potential tracks that I recorded with him. I was like, man, this was voice.
Dude, man.
He has that hook voice.
Dude, he's a dope artist, man.
He moved out, man. It sucks.
Yeah. But I'm glad I got him on a verse, you know.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
How's that track? Is that pretty ill?
Yeah. That's the same one where the homie A to Z is on.
Okay, nice.
So it's like, you know, I got that two fools on there, 2 homies, you know. So it's like perfect.
Hell yeah. Is this record gonna be like not really a concept album or just
nah,
just singles?
Kind of like not even like singles. It's just the whole concept is just mi Cabezita Loca, you know, just my whatever is going on in my head, like at that whatever was going on in that moment, like because that whole album was recorded within like a 10-day like or 2 weeks like time frame because at that time Abel's wife was gone. I think she went out for vacation for like 2 weeks. So like it was right after the Mind Your Manners event, and I was still like kind of going off that energy, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of energy going on, and yeah, like it just happened in between those 2 weeks. Not even like it was less than 2 weeks, but like in like a few days, like 4 days, like I recorded like most of that album, you know.
Right.
And it was just like 3 songs in one day, like boom, boom, whatever I had to say on that one beat.
Right.
Abel would like with Abel's beats or Tony Slums, like he made them on the spot, and then like I just recorded whatever I had or whatever I wrote on the spot. Like it was all that, like it was just what I was feeling in that one moment, you know. And that's what it is, like. So like yeah, they all sound good.
Yeah. What are you listening to right now?
Me,
what's in your top 5 tracks? Not top 5 tracks, but a couple tracks that you have on.
Yeah, there's
the ride.
There's this artist I got into, Code of the Friend.
Okay.
He's dope, super chill, like kind of lo-fi, but super positive. Such a dope artist. He's from like New York based.
Right.
I've been listening to. I mean, my sound's just very, you know, like
local stuff too.
Yeah, I mean,
I do follow your SoundCloud. I do follow your SoundCloud, and you always repost and stuff. So
the homies,
I discover a lot of stuff from you because you repost stuff. Because I go on SoundCloud to discover shit, and then you always reposting. I'm like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
That's why
like
I heard that song, that track.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh man, tripping me out. What's the track called again?
Time Venture.
Time Venture. Check that out.
It's like a flip from Adventure Time.
That one will give you anxiety when just listening to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I love that.
What it is, man.
Yeah. SoundCloud. Sounds like that. So where can you find all your music at, man?
Yeah, mainly SoundCloud. That's where I have all like. Man,
SoundCloud, Youngman or Youngmanners?
Youngmanners.
Youngmanners. Okay.
Yeah. I had it. It used to be Youngman 760, but yeah, I changed it. I guess you know.
Youngman, Youngmanners, same thing.
Yeah.
That's both same thing. Yeah.
Adrian, mi Cabezita Loca. It's all me.
It's all you. Yeah. So
man.
For your artists, so you're painting and you go Youngmanners too, right?
Yeah,
or
I
Adrian.
mean that's what people call me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just embrace it, you know.
Yeah. I feel
man.
that. Where can we find your information at, man? Where's all your like plugs and social medias and?
Just all at Youngmanners, or mi Cabezita Loca on Twitter, on YouTube, Youngmanners, all that, you know.
Yeah.
I have all that. Facebook too.
Are you very active? Do you?
Not. I mean, I don't really like I'm not like big on social media, but
it's kind of a marketing way.
Yeah. I fuck with it. You know?
Do you feel like you have to market yourself?
Not that I have to, but
no, like being an artist in this age to do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not just enjoy yourself, but in general.
Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt, man.
Yeah.
That's the platform right now. It's not even the radio or TV. Like, like
Right.
what's a radio? You know?
Yeah. This is radio, man.
Yeah,
This is
like,
the radio nowadays,
exactly,
man.
It's
Like,
all the internet, man.
Yeah.
That's the platform. That's where you thrive. That's where artists thrive right now.
it's literally a radio show right now, man. Like,
Yeah,
having a
dude.
radio show.
Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful because it's more like people with no money can do it. Like
Right.
people like us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And just getting your word out there. You know what I mean? We're all
Yeah.
getting the word out there.
we all got a voice. You
Yep.
know?
So what would you say, one last thing, what would you want to say for the people?
For the people.
The Valley's listening.
Yeah, man, just stay positive, I guess, just keep going. It's tough, but fuck it. It gets better, I guess.
Yeah, fuck
it gets
yeah.
better.
I mean, you're living proof.
Yeah, man.
You're living proof.
I always little mantra, little saying it goes on in my head. I'm just like, be better, not bitter,
Yeah. Mm.
So like for every situation, I'm just try to be better, not bitter about it, or
Right.
whatever,
Hell yeah. I feel that. Youngmanners, man. It's good to have you on the show, man. It's been a long time coming.
Definitely, man.
I really appreciate this. I got
Got
to
a
know
lot.
more about you. I've known a little bit about you, little bits and
man.
pieces. You know what I mean? But I
It's
just feel like
fun,
this one
man.
was more, okay, I got this more, okay, more Youngmanners. I still don't know fully.
Yeah, man.
I think until I listen to that record, I'm like, okay, this is the whole, whole song is like, okay, this is more Youngmanners.
Yeah, man.
Because
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
still
yeah.
learning about you, which is
Yeah,
trippy.
man. I'm evolving,
Yeah.
every day, man. I'm just growing as a person, as an artist, as
Yeah.
an individual, and
Right.
just as everyone else is, man. But I'm just out here expressing myself, man.
Hey, we're
And
watching.
people are fucking with it, and it's
Yeah.
beautiful, man. I love it.
Life is fucking beautiful, brother.
Hell yeah, man.
We gotta enjoy this shit.
Yeah,
That's
man.
my
Well,
positivity for this shit.
hey,
Life
hell
is
yeah,
great,
man.
brother.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you gotta keep it going. You know what I mean? Well, where can we find you at, brother?
Oh shoot.
It's a Wool's World.
Oh, shoot. It's called is it Soda Woe on Twitter?
Yeah.
Soda Woe and then El Woe on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
He's been in the back filming the whole time. He's been a champ. Been a
Yeah,
champ.
man. He's
Yeah, he's also does a lot of videos. Does a lot of
man,
videos,
he's fucking has what did Ibo call him, the Mad Mind, the little what is he like? I think he called you the Mad Mind or something like that.
yeah. During the interview, right?
Yeah,
we were
he's
talking.
all
With
yeah,
social, SoCal or whatever his name is.
yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
He's
man.
dope,
They're
man.
telling me you have a lot. You also have a lot of arts, a lot of
He's
different
a
things that you're doing.
silent Mad Mind. And
Create, just never stop.
You create, never
Yeah,
stop, man.
man.
I feel that.
that's what it is.
Hey, thanks for
man.
having me, you guys. Like, thanks for
Man,
having me here. I love the
it's
studio.
a pleasure, man. It's a
You-
blessing.
You guys should see this. I think you'll probably see a little bit of it in the video, but you got that.
It's a blessing, man.
It's the life. It's that homeness feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Hopefully next time, if there's ever another interview, we'll be more established.
Hey, we will, man. If you come to my studio, you gonna come to San Diego, be like, hey, you gonna come to the studio real quick, like, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
throw by,
man.
like, you know what I mean? Kick
So,
it.
we
Kick it.
got a lot going on.
Yeah. Hell yeah! Shout out to Tony Slums. Shout out to Tony
Yeah,
Slums. You know what I
man.
mean? He wanted to be here, but
Yeah, man.
so he produced too, right? He produced a lot of your albums too.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's mixing all
Mixing
of it.
everything, mastering everything?
he
Yeah.
recorded it all.
All at
All
his place.
him,
Yeah.
He's always been like open, with me. Well, I kind of earned my place there.
Yeah. You gotta
I was
open up.
always,
a little.
yeah, but he's always let me express myself. On
Tony
his mic.
Slums. Yeah, he's positivity too. He's a lot of
Yeah,
positivity too.
man.
He's always,
He's
sharing
like,
that positive mindset, whatever.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's different with you because you guys spend a lot of studio time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shouts out to
Lot-
Tony
lot-
Slums. Yeah.
Really outspoken.
Yeah, shout out to Tony Slums too as well.
Oh, yeah.
You find him at Beats by Slums, Youngmanners. You can find him here at Youngmanners. Look him up on the socials. You'll see him. He's doing a lot of work, which is great. You have
Yeah,
to do.
man,
Like, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Appreciate that, Youngmanners.
Oh man, thank you, man. It's a pleasure, man. Hell
Appreciate
yeah.
that. Well, appreciate
Love
that.
it.
Hell yeah, man.
It's my first official interview ever, so it's
Yeah.
dope,
Hey, let's get it.
Yeah,
All right, thanks,
man.
Youngmanners. Appreciate it.
Peace.